The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder. Okay, well, let me look at the cell phone itself. What's going on with it? Anything cool? What's the, let me look at the back, see if there's anything. Nah. I want to examine the watch part. Look at this cute little watch strap. I want one. It's kind of odd, though. What is? I mean, if you wanted to know the time, you could just look at the phone itself. True. See. Is it broken? Why would you carry it around? Why wouldn't you just carry the watch if it was broken? They did drop their phone after all. I kind of figured they were a little spacey already. Okay, well, I don't think that's relevant to what we're talking about now. But it's interesting. Then there's the mirror. Sure. Whoa. Is that anything that I mean, it's just paint from the scene, so I don't think it's anything super important that we can examine. Fingerprint stuff, the autopsy report, panties were in the car, in the exhaust pipe. I'm drawing a bit of a blank. I don't know the answer. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder. Oh god. What is the bowl about? It's just random. Is it the panties? I want to say the panties just because I want to present them in court and see what people say. But that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna say this because referencing the fact that the car was in a, you know, accident. Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay, I was right. I just hesitated because I didn't think I'd be right. Oh, I should believe in myself more often. I'm the smartest guy ever. I knew what I'm talking about. I just didn't have the confidence. And now I've learned to believe in the me that believes in me, and all will work out. What are you trying to say? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, I had been thinking that. About how it wasn't run over. But for some reason I didn't think that was right. And I meandered. Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in the garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Weorg. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means. You did break into the victim's garage that night. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Maractus? No, stop. This is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something. I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Maractus. That is, other than this. Other than the connection that was found between them. Is the witness prepared? That was a good word there, Judge. I'm proud of you. Revelatory. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. Alright, buddy. What is it? That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. So that means you're a stand user yourself if you saw it. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Yes. Well, as you can see, my model of cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road. What? In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please. That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony. Speaking of JoJo, that ring reminds me of the rings that were placed in Joseph in Part 2. Anyway, the poison rings. Just because. They're just rings, therefore they remind me. It's nothing particular. That's just what I thought of. She has a stand too, at Mr. Hat. Alright, supermarket. And what did you buy? So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place.
Well, yes, of course.
Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail.
Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself?
No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard. Terrible. Do you think sampling free food counts as a religion? Sure.
I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home, yes.
Well, that's a really good use of your time. It's a good hobby. That's when you passed in front of the Maractus Clinic.
Why, yes, that's correct.
That was a pretty suspicious pause there. He's done plenty of those. Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder.
Of course. The supermarket is here along the main road. My way home from there takes me past the Maractus Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet woe is I walked on unaware of my loss. And walked right into that fateful park.
Okay. Which entrance did you enter the park from?
Well, to be exact, one might say that I went in from the entrance closest to the Maractus Clinic.
The same entrance our victim used. Did you notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance?
I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yet, though I might have missed the tracks, I could not miss what happened next. I am a keen observer of the obvious, you might say.
It was night, not day. Gotcha! This part of the testimony is the key. Oh, okay. Should I press... oh, God. Well... I thought that he had originally said he came in from the other park entrance, but maybe not. So I'm gonna forget that. Because I might be wrong about that. Because if so, then he would currently, in this new scenario, be seeing them from the opposite side that he originally did. But I might be wrong about that. What's the one that's wrong? I mean... If he saw... I feel like if he saw one of the people, he would have seen the other one, but I don't see how you could have not seen the noodle stand. Maybe it was he didn't really see the killer, because, I mean, I don't know how that works, but I'm just thinking that because of where I need to go. Just because we need to probably get him to admit that he didn't actually see the crime take place, or if he did, he didn't get a clear look at the killer. So because of that, I think I'm just going to say the killer. Shelley, the killer.
It was him, that unscrupulous fox-like fellow in the defendant's chair. He was looking even more unscrupulous at the time, no less.
He does look a bit like one of those trickster foxes in Legends of Yore.
Sure. I guess the victim's identity is already old too. Okay. I mean, I pressed this one, and that's the one that led me to the thing, so we'll get back there. Well, I said the killer. Apollo just said the victim's identity is old news, so the third one, which is the one that I was originally thinking, which means I should have gone with my gut on that one too! Gosh darn! Gosh dang! Is this right? Do I win? Have I beaten the game? Did I do it? Noodle. So does that mean he did see it from the other side? Because doesn't it say Eldoon? Or something?
Thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice?
What about that sign? Could that be important? Oh, dude. Fucking shit, man. It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony.
Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious?
Oh, Judge. You got no idea.
I'll have to go sample the wares one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well.
Whatever sort of noodles the stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles.
I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. Don't. Just don't. Bullshit. I have the noodle stand itself in my pocket, and I'll have you know. Hold on. It says Eldoon. Over here it says noodle. Which, yeah, from the picture we originally saw, it was from this side. And that means that he saw it from that side. Which is, you know, that's something. So there you go. And you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle.
Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise, I can't read. At least you have good eyesight, stickler, I'll give you that.
That makes it sound like you have no other good qualities. He's like, well, at least you have good eyesight, on top of nothing else going for you. I see. Also, eyesight and reading comprehension are different, but... So yeah, you don't even get that much praise. You're claiming when you saw the sign, it opened up your eyes, you saw the sign, as the song goes. Was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign. So yeah, he was on the other side that he said he was originally on. Cool. That's I gotta go with my gut. That's what I was originally going for, and I didn't trust myself. This recording would be like half of the length right now if I was just like, dude, I know it, and then went for it. But I doubt myself because I'm a big dummy head sometimes. Inconceivable.
I'm afraid your professor is wrong about that eyesight.
I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. Yeah, the witness says the sign said noodle. He was spot on. That there is one spot from which the sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims.
What?
The witness actually viewed the stand from this location. Anywhere on this side of it. I mean, he was originally placed, like, here. So... should I just say, like, around the same area, but on the other side? I mean, he could have been anywhere over here. Should I say that he was like, is this a bush? Was he hiding in the bush? I can imagine him hiding in a bush. I'm just gonna say this general location. That's the side of the cart. The witness was standing here, on the opposite side. Yeah, there you go.
How do you know that?
When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads Eldoons, as we know. However, flip it. Observe the other side of the stand. It's weird how it says Eldoons, but then it doesn't say noodles.
This side says noodle!
Exactly, the name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. I guess its name is Eldoon's Noodle, not Noodles. That's weird.
Yeah, you got me.
So what? So, you know, fuck this guy. That's what it is. That's my conclusion, Your Honor.
Travel far enough to the south and you will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning.
Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changes everything, Apollo. Remember his testimony from before? Though, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. Okay. So he... oh, shit! I think this is really cool. Was he standing in the trash can? At the moment, the killer raises his weapon. Oh, because he said he got shot in the... It was the right temple, right? I believe so. But if he was on the other side, then when he shouted, the victim would have looked to the right, and therefore would have been shot in the left temple. Yep. Changes everything. Wow. That was a very graphic depiction of murder that I just witnessed in this video game. I'm gonna have to call the MPAA. That's movies. the ESRB, and complain this should be rated M for mature. That was too violent for my children's eyes. Reverse it. I have to watch murder again? Despicable. Absolutely disgusting. These are the kind of violent video games that are killing our children, having them do the drugs and have the sex. It's messed up, man. Look how realistic the people are portrayed, and how much blood there is. It's just fucked up. In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible.
That's right.
So now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location takes on an entirely different meaning. This game should be called Trucy Wright, Ace Magician Attorney. She's the star here. I've heard some people say that one of their complaints is that Phoenix kind of has a lot of spotlight rather than Apollo, but really it's Trucy. She's the main character to me right now, and it really could have just been about her, because maybe that would have been a smoother transition if you make it specifically about Phoenix's daughter. But that's a girl main character, and who wants that? That's gross. Well, the right side of the victim's head is north.
North? Starring Elijah Wood?
Correct. So if he was standing to the north, then the only person here could have shot the victim. Like, Apollo's not even involved in this right now. He's just like, yeah, I guess. Thanks for the help. Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Exactly, you should be the assistant. Thank you, Trucy. Clarify one point for me, if you would, forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student? No, I don't think so, but I'll let him answer that. But something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please, looks aside, I'm really a nice guy. All my friends say so. Friends. Ha!
Let's hear what the defense has to say.
What are you going to do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler?
I mean, you never know what accusing him of murder will actually reveal. I don't think he did it. But that doesn't mean that that's what I should say. I mean, accuse of another crime, since that's one of the options. If it was just this or no accusation, I'd probably hesitate. But because of this is here, we gotta talk about the phone in the garage thing. Right? His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why, now.
The word confession isn't in my dictionary.
Well, that's a really shitty dictionary. My god.
I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Stickler's silence.
You did say you were accusing the witness just now. For a crime other than murder, your reason, the court's all ears.
I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? The phone. I mean, can we not prove that yet? Because he said his phone rolls or whatever the fuck that meant. That was weird. I don't even know what the hell he was saying.
Oh god. I fucked it. Oh no.
I'm dead. I died. Okay. Well, I don't get a chance to go... I don't get a chance to go back and say... no evidence. So either I'm trapped in a perpetual loop that will slowly kill me, or I just picked the wrong thing. Let's give the game the benefit of the doubt and say that I'm on the right track. I just picked the wrong thing. Oh, is the crime the panties? That'd be hilarious. I chose that simply because it would be funny. Not because I think it's right, but it might be. Oh my god. Oh dear lord. Yes. Holy shit. If this guy's the panty thief, that is perfect, because he's such a tool, and I want to punch him in the face. So that's hilarious. Hello? Sir? Are you going to say anything? Ah, okay. I was hoping for a different reaction after that really nice build-up. Order, order, order. Mr. Stickler, while I can't say this comes as a shock... Wow.
It's not what it seems by a
Pythagorilla? What the fuck? Did he just say Oh my god, I'm gonna write a comic book called Pythagorilla about a genius gorilla. Nobody take that idea. Is that already taken? I gotta look it up. Pythagorilla. He's not even a real graduate. He's not even smart. I mean, he's a junior, obviously. He's not a graduate. But yeah, fucking, he's not even smart. There's a Twitter account called Pythagorilla. Does it have Wesley as its profile picture? It does not. But its pinned tweet is about dragon tails, which makes me pretty happy. Anyway, back to the game. Panty snatcher. And that's why he hid in there, because he snatched the panties. I have to go to the bathroom. I have to poop, actually. Throwing that out there. So I gotta stop this soon. I don't know how close we are to the end of the trial. So I don't know if I should just let it go for like a couple minutes, or if we've got a ways to go. Or what? This guy stole some undies, though. That's pretty fucked up. You should be ashamed. We're gonna end it there. Thanks for watching. I gotta poop.